Hello everyone, greetings to all of you. I am Chitra Lokhande from Civil Engineering Department. We are going to study the subject Highway Engineering, whose subject code is 22302. So, in this lecture, we are going to study the introduction or syllabus of Highway Engineering. Also, we discuss about course outcomes and micro projects. So, let's start the video. So, first we will discuss about rationale. Road transportation is the most effective and economic means of transportation in our country because each and every person of our country is using road transportation. As the population of our country is more, so most of the people are preferring road transporting. So, the main purpose of giving this subject is to study because most of the people using road transportation. Then the second rational point is the need for travel to various places at faster speed has also increased. As population is increased day by day and the needs of people are increasing, therefore it is required to study the highway engineering. Then the third point is in order to professionally contribute to the field of highway engineering, the associated engineers and supervisors must have adequate knowledge and skills related to the technical aspect of continuously increasing traffic volume, new development in road construction, and use of modern and waste materials, techniques, and maintenance of pavements. Means, along with the design and construction, we have to think regarding the waste material which we can advancedly use for construction of the roads. Then agencies like NHAI and state government and private organisms are intensely involved in improving and building road networks in India. Means many organisms are working for improving the road networks. As most of the people, so many organizations are working on it. The diploma students have good scope in jobs in road construction. As the road network is very large and there are number of opportunities to work in road sites. In this course, we are going to study not only the construction of road but also we are also going to study the maintenance of roads, also study the new techniques, planning and designing of road construction. Now we will discuss about course outcomes. After completion of chapter, we will learn something new from that chapter, which is our outcome, and hence the term is known as course outcomes. The course outcome of this subject is given below. First chapter, whose course outcome is identify the types of roads as per IRC recommendation. Then second course outcome is implement the geometrical design features of different highways. Then third is perform different tests on road materials. Then next evaluate traffic flow characteristics. Then next implement hill road construction using relevant materials, techniques and methods. And last course outcome is undertake maintenance of roads and drainage. Now we will discuss one by one course outcome in detail. So our first chapter is overview to highway engineering, whose weightage is 4 marks. And the course outcome of this chapter is identify the types of roads as per IRC recommendation. IRC means Indian Road Committee. In this chapter, we have to study the various types of roads according to IRC. So for that, in this unit, we are going to study the scope and importance of roads in India and its characteristics. Then the second point is different modes of transportation. In this chapter, we are going to study the different modes of transportation in which roadways, railways, airways and waterways. Then the next point is road classification in India. Road classification in India means in this chapter we have to study the development of in this chapter we have to study the different classifications of roads in India, in which Nagpur Road Development Plan, Lucknow Road Plan, then urban roads, etc. Then next point is development of urban roads. After road classification, we have to study the development of roads. And the last point is requirements of an ideal road alignment and factors affecting road alignment. So, in this chapter, we are going to study the classification of roads, modes of transportation, classification of roads, and requirements of an road alignment. So, the next chapter is geometric design of highways, whose weightage is 16 marks, and its course outcome is implement the geometrical design features of different highways. So, in this unit, we are going to study the following points. First point is various terms used in highways, in which we study the curves, gradient, side distance, super elevation, etc. Then we are going to study the curves and types of curves, in which horizontal curve as well as vertical curves. Then the next point is widening of roads, then super elevation, and then cross section of national highways in cutting and embankment. Also, we study the cross section of state highways in cutting and embankment. All these points were discussed deeply in unit number 2. Then the third chapter we are going to study is construction of road pavements, whose weightage is 16 marks. And the course outcome of this chapter is perform different tests on road materials. So in this unit we are going to study the following points, in which types of road materials and their test, in which the various types of road materials, that is cement, aggregate, then bitumen, etc. and their test. Then the second point is pavement and types of pavement. The various types of road pavement, that is flexible pavement and rigid pavement, with their components of pavement and their functions. Then the construction of WBM roads. WBM means water bound macadam roads. Then the construction of flexible pavement. The construction of flexible pavement and the construction of rigid pavement. And the last point is construction of cement concrete roads. So all these points we are going to study deeply in unit number 3. Then our fourth chapter is traffic engineering, whose weightage is 14 marks. And the course outcome of this chapter is evaluate traffic flow characteristics. In this chapter, following points we are going to discuss. First point is traffic volume study, then passenger car unit, then traffic control devices, then road signs and road intersections, then accident studies with causes and collision diagram. Means before doing construction of road, the data which is necessary, that data we are going to collect or we study in this unit. Also, we are going to study about causes of accidents and collision diagram. Also, we are going to study the various types of road signs and road intersections. All these points we are going to study it deeply in unit number 4. Then the next chapter is hill roads, whose weightage is 10 marks. And the course outcome of this chapter is implement hill road construction using relevant materials, techniques and methods. In this chapter, we are going to study the following points. That is, first point is hill roads and its components and functions. Then second point is types of hill roads. Then third point is drainage of hill roads. Then fourth point is construction of hill roads, and last point is landslides and its prevention. We are going to study the hill road with its components and functions of each component. Also, the various types of hill roads. After that, we study about drainage system provided in hill roads and the actual procedure of construction of hill roads. Then the landslides and its types and causes. During the construction of hill road, there are chances of landslides. So, in this chapter, we are going to study the landslides. Also, what are the preventive measures taken during the landslides? So, all these points we are going to cover in unit number 5. Then the sixth chapter is drainage, maintenance and road repairs, whose weightage is 10 marks. And the course outcome of this chapter is undertake maintenance of roads and drainage. So in this unit we are going to study about following points. First point is necessity of drainage and its methods. Then second point is classification and necessity of highway maintenance. The next point is causes of failure of flexible pavements. Then next point is causes of failure of rigid pavement. Then next point is need for highway maintenance and classification of maintenance. And the last point is special repairs of flexible and rigid pavement. In this chapter, we are going to study about drainage systems and its methods. Then we are studying the classification of highway maintenance and why its necessity is important. We are constructing the highways, but is there any need of providing maintenance? That we are going to study in this chapter. Then we also study the failures of both the pavements, that is flexible as well as rigid pavement. Then all these points we are going to cover in this chapter. Then these are the micro projects. So these are the various micro projects. First micro project is collect all the details of all types of existing national highways, state highways across the country. The second project is evaluate the camber and gradient of any road of each type of pavement in the vicinity of area of college. Then third micro project is develop the photographic model of typical pavement structure for actually visited site. Then fourth micro project is advanced techniques of repairs like CBTR, white toppings, then preventive maintenance, overlays, MSA, utility system, forest land under roads. And the last micro project is any other micro project suggested by subject family on similar line. So you have to make soft as well as hard copy of micro project. Then there are weekly 3 hours for theory and 2 hours for practical. We have theory paper and duration of theory paper is 3 hours as well as usual, and the weightage of theory is 70 marks and minimum passing marks required are 28. Then in this subject there are 17 practicals in scheme, out of which 12 are compulsory. Okay, so this is the introductory lecture of highway engineering. Okay, thank you.